their heads and stuff like that. I said, am I dead? The person that owned this money is alive. If I propagating people that I want to take over his asset.
Okay, Doctor,
I can imagine how pain he is. But so let's clarify this angle. Does it mean that the consignment did not arrive Nigeria, or it arrived and was sold, but the money was not remitted?
This is a story only Ifeanyi Ubah can tell, which he has refused to tell anybody. But our conclusion is that this consignment did not arrive. Our conclusion, and from the way this game had played, is that he connived with the vessel owner and sold these goods offshore. Okay? That's because we didn't see if this consignment coming. We follow the normal procedure. The agent Vibra Venture would have followed to go and load it. Even he didn't follow him to load it, if he has brought it on his own, he would have sold it and the proceeds would have been in the bank. But to make this matter worse, Ifeanyi had claimed SDN, sovereign debt note, on this 4 cargo that we did not see, worth over 5.something billion. So he went ahead and have 2 sons-in-law for 1 daughter. That is not my concern. If government is not willing to hold him for any illegal thing, at least I can be alive for hard work that I've done for 38 years to see if I destroy it for nothing.
All right, Doctor, you obviously are very, distressed about this and really angry. And I must understand your pain, having worked all your life to get to this point. Now, a lot of they say your reputation, Ifeanyi Ubah's reputation precedes him, and a lot of people have actually accrued him as intellectually shallow and has no business acumen whatsoever.
Of course.
Now, all this, commentaries coming from different people and even banks about Ifeanyi Ubah, knowing all of this that you knew and seeing the downward trend of the business, from pillar to post, always asking people for help. One would wonder that, like you say, you're a risk taker. One would wonder what were the palliatives you kept aside for this sort of event.
Let me make it clear, like I said, I never really get to know Ifeanyi in that depth knowledge until this business happened. It's just like you meet somebody and everybody is saying uncomplimentary things about that person.
Yes.
I like to give people benefit of the doubt. Growing up as a young man, I am somewhat less stressed. If you see me driving a bike, you think I'm going to die the following day. But there was something in me trying to discover itself. So I felt Ifeanyi was in that position. Okay? The way I have viewed life is that somebody needs to play a role in somebody's life. And I've always believed that our life is only worth living if you can help somebody. Please understand where I'm coming from. This guy standing here has a first-class blend. If I had gone to school, I never believe I would have made anything less than first. My father died and nobody was able to pay for my school fees. I stopped in a school in elementary 3.
And see where you are today.
But I refuse to give up on myself. My idea is that what happened to you does not matter, but what happens in you. I determined that I'm going to make success out of life. When I met Ifeanyi, I said, all the things, I said, Ifeanyi, your name is Ifeanyi, means nothing is impossible to God. My name is Maduka, man is not God. When I finish with all the people that says evil thing about you, they are going to take back their words. I never believed this guy will stab me at the back.
Okay, Doctor, let me ask you this now. What steps have you taken to ensure that Ifeanyi Ubah fulfills his obligation to you and the bank?
That's what I've done. Of course, Ifeanyi, I am the primary obligor to the bank. But as smart businessman as I am, I also put some things in place. One of the things I did, even though I borrowed on a negative pledge, I got Ifeanyi to guarantee this loan that I'm taking. I made him so that I can hook him in. So the bank can also go after him on official means, assuming if I cannot pay. Okay? I have the capacity, frankly, let's not make mistake about this. But Bill Gates cannot walk away from $150 million. Donald Trump cannot walk away. Aliko Dangote cannot walk away. Neither will Adenuga did. All these guys are 10 times 100 times richer than myself. So I can't walk away from $150 million. And that's why I'm going to hunt. If any gold that entered Ifeanyi will enter me. Ifeanyi is playing a sympathy game. We want to take over his business.
Oh, please.
Listen, no, I want to make this comment. I'm a Christian, and the Bible says if you can't pay your loan, your wife, your children become a slave to the man you are owing, he will lose everything he has if he doesn't pay me. I'm going to follow every constitutional right available to me. I will use it to get him to pay. I've sued him on his worldwide asset in London. I've gotten an interim judgment to go after the vessel. We have seized 2 of the vessels in South Africa and tracing the remaining ones. So this money didn't disappear in a thin air. It's hiding somewhere in an account somewhere in the world. He wanted to maybe use it to do the governorship of Anambra State. I will find my money wherever he keep it. And I am primarily obligated to the bank, okay? But that doesn't stop me to look for my money. If I don't know who steal my thing, I will be but now I saw the person, I know who the thief is. So I can't beat the bush. I'll follow him. Any hole that entered him will enter me. If I told me nothing can happen to him in this country, nothing can happen, I said, you can't talk like that. Something will happen to you. If you do wrong, the system will hold you responsible. There's people in the top supporting you. They should give me money to pay the debt.
All right, let me hold you there. I think you should calm down a little. I know that you're really upset. Now, just calm down. So take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and let it out. I know how you must feel. But you've talked about impunity. You've talked about him saying that there's nothing can happen to him in this country. Of course, we know that is what happens and pretends in Nigeria, especially when you are have some sort of immunity from people who are people in the Nigerian politics. But let's go back to this. According to some reports, it was said that you went ahead and asked him to release 56.568.587 liters of petrol that was in his tank farm,
right.
and so that you could be able to sell this thing and pay back the bank. But he refused. Why do you think that is?
That is up to him. In fact, he refused. There's this dedicated tank we have. As I speak today, we had about 56,000 liters of PMS inside it. But if I can, usual thing is that he will pay money and we will release that product for him to sell. He didn't pay. We could go in there and sell, but he refused our tank to come in there to be able to sell the product. All of these are reported to the police. Okay? I can't take laws into my hands, and that's why I'm crying out that the people in authority should get Ifeanyi to question, bring him even here, so I can say the things I'm saying face to face to him and let him discredit any of the things that I'm saying. The issue is that where is this consignment? We are talking about the ones that is in the tank, because the total consignment we are looking for from him is over 180,000 metric tons of PMS, which is over $200-something million. Where is this consignment? Did the ship that carried it got sink? If it did, please show us. Let's know where it is. We can claim on insurance. Did it caught fire? We will take the insurance company to go and show them there's an insurance cover on this so they can pay. Bank have bill lading. The original bill ladings are still with the bank. Which documents did Ifeanyi use to clear this consignment if he did come to Nigeria? So you can see our conclusion that the consignment did not come to Nigeria. Because if he say he did come to Nigeria, then he must have forged documents to go and clear them.
Okay.
Because the original documents is still with the bank.
Okay. Let me ask you this. This is Africa. We are Nigerians, and we are brothers keeper. Did you ever, at any point in time, reach out to people, others, statesmen, your community, where community he comes from, to reach out to them to see if you can settle this amicably? Initially,
Ifeanyi asked me to please carry this cross for him. He told me, he said, if I can't pay you, I'll take my life. I give him to this. He seems initially committed to pay, because that was when, after this, when I now noticed he wasn't paying, I close up on him. I said, Ifeanyi, you can't do this. Then he said, okay, he will make arrangement to pay. But I've been hearing this story. So I said, okay, what do you have that you can give me so I can hold as a comfort? When he opened the LC, the cargo, the PMS supposed to be the guarantee for this means of repayment. But when we see now that these goods are not coming, obviously something had happened. That was when he gave me some of his vessels. I had some of his vessels, sign off on it to me. Some of his tugboats. Then he told me he had a land in Banana Island. I made him to sign off on it, like sold. I have the papers. But I don't need these things, because I did not finance vessel. I did not finance land in Lekki. I did not finance tugboat. He should take them back. What I need is, where is my product? Where is the consignment we finance for you? Let us sell the ones in the tank, since we are not ready to pay. If you don't find customer, I take customers there to carry them. They will pay me so I can reduce the money in the bank. He refuses.
All right, Doctor, we're running out of time. Now, I just want to ask a question. With all of this that you have given out as layout, would you consider that you have been defrauded?
Of course not that I've been defrauded. Somebody has stolen my goods. It's a theft matter. It's a stealing. It's not defaulting. It's not that we did business, we made the loss. Somebody stole the consignment that we finance. We have a bill. It's an offense against the state. Right. It's an international criminal act.
All right, I'll hold you to that. An international criminal act, Dr. Maduka has called it. And you would wonder, you know, when a brother's keeper becomes a brother's killer, this is what pretends. And it's unfortunate. Now he has said he's been defrauded. So the question, betrayal or fraud, I do know that you know the answer. We've been looking at Cosmos Maduka versus Ifeanyi, but perhaps Ifeanyi would have something to say, reply to this, and come to the aid of his personality and character. But anyway, that's all we have time for now. We'll take a break and we will take Pan-Africa.